What's happening? I'm Yellow Robbins and welcome to GolfHead. Today I am going to be showing you how to remove a shaft from a golf club without ruining the ferrule, because let's say you don't have any ferrules. I have ferrules, but for some reason they don't fit on the shafts that I got them for. I don't know what the heck, if the company sent me the wrong size or what, but so basically to do this, so this shaft is bent right here. I bought this wedge for my friend. It's actually in pretty good condition. I guess he found it on the side of the road, but he didn't want it, so I bought it for him for pretty cheap. And I'm just gonna take a different shaft, a different one of my golf clubs. These are literally the same exact wedges, except this is an SM5 and this is an SM6. They're both bulky wedges, same bounce, same grind, same degree. So I'm just gonna take the shaft out of this one and put it into this one, and I'm gonna try to save at least one of these ferrules, if not both of them. So basically what you want to do is you're gonna want to try to raise this ferrule as high as you can onto the club. The shaft gets wider as you go up, so you can't get it up too far, but I just use pliers, and you need something to grab it with so that you don't ruin the ferrule. To do this now, you're gonna want to so you could obviously use a shaft puller. I don't have that. I think that also ruins the ferrule. I use a blowtorch. So I am just gonna heat this up and then pull the shaft out. But if you don't want to ruin the ferrule, this glove is even burned right here from doing this. You need to wrap this around here so that you do not heat up the ferrule at all. So it's going to be like that. It's a welding glove. I don't know what else you would use. There we go. That was enough that time. Oop. Put that in the water, cool it off. Don't want it to be hot. Put the shaft in there. Okay. Now, you're gonna need to get some of this gunk off here so the ferrule will slide off. So, use some sandpaper on this. Just take the pliers on the glove and twist the ferrule right off of there. And there's our bad shaft. I might even take the grip off there and save it. Doesn't look like it's in too bad a condition. Oh, maybe it's a little cracked up. I don't know. Yeah. So there we are. We saved the ferrule there. Put that on the new shaft, or we might use the ferrule on the other club. I don't know. So now we're going to do the same thing to the other shaft. I might just use this ferrule, seeing as it's already on the shaft. That would make the most sense. So I'm just going to use this. I'll keep that other ferrule though, in case I end up ruining one or something. So now you're going to want to sand all of the old epoxy off of this shaft. And then clean it with rubbing alcohol to make sure it's clean. We're going to take our new club head here. You want to clean all of the gunk out of the inside of here. Okay? I just cleaned out the inside of this, and the alcohol is evaporating out of there. And then I'm going to put some epoxy in it. But hold up, before you do that, make sure this fits properly. about right. Okay, if you're just taking two random clubs, I knew these shafts were the same size. They're both Vokey wedges, so I mean, they would be the same size, but I've also looked at the size of their shafts, and I knew they were the same size. Okay, shafts come in different sizes, so you can't just take any club head and take any shaft and it'll fit in there. Okay, if you end up taking a shaft and you go and test it in here and it's really loose or it doesn't fit, it's a different shaft size and it can't go in there. Okay, like this, it doesn't really move around at all. It fits in there all the way and you're good to go. If it's moving around a lot, you need a bigger shaft size or tip size. I don't know what this I think this tip size is 0.335 or it's 0.355. I'm not sure. It's one of those. You need equal parts of this epoxy. So I don't know if you buy them separately or together. I can't remember. I bought these a while ago. Oh, it says sold as a set right on there. So, but you put equal parts down, and then I also got these glass beads. I think that's what they're called, glass shafting beads. It just helps the shaft like fit in there better and not move around at all, because there is just a tiny bit of play in there. So it helps it be centered more. So you'll throw a little bit of those in there as well. These need to be equal parts, otherwise this will not work properly. And then you want that actually. Mix this very well. You do not want this club head coming off it when you're swinging, obviously. That would not be good. Okay. Then what you'll do, take some, put it in the inside of here. Try not to make a mess. I just made a mess of this. Put it all over the inside. Then you, oh shit, I forgot to fucking do something. Should have moved this down right away. Okay, you should have done this before, but you need to move this ferrule down a bit so then it's easier to get on. It's not even moving. Jeez. This is not good. I know about where to put it. You don't want to move this down too far because then your shaft won't go on all the way. So move it down to about where, so that's a little bit above when you put your shaft on, and then you'll just move it down the rest of the way when you put it in there. Yeah. So rub the epoxy on your shaft all around. Okay. Then you're just going to take your shaft and put it into the head of the club. What is going on here? Why is she not going in? What the fuck, dude? I think I put too much down in there. Ah, Jesus, dude. Okay, well, you don't want to put too much in there because, look at this. There, all this is lined up good. So, basically what you do is this, you should not have to do this. I don't know if it's because I put too much in there or if it's kind of old and I don't know. but it should not pop off like that. Basically what's happening is I have it on here and then it moves up. But what you would do is you would put it on your club, it would stay on there, and then you would line up your grip here. Well, you line up your ferrule so that it sits on there properly. Then you line up your grip how you want it, and then you just let it sit